Hello and welcome back. My name is Good Day AJ and it's my birthday. I was born 3 days before Christmas and came home in a Christmas stocking. Sometimes it's hard having a birthday so close to Christmas because it's very easy to get lost in the holiday season. Fortunately, I found a way around that. Charity. For the past few years, I have asked people who wanted to celebrate my birthday with me to bring cans of food to donate to the Help House instead of bringing a gift. The North Whidbey Help House is a place where people in need can get food. It is a donation-based organization in Oak Harbor that is open for anyone in need. You can not only donate food, but you can also volunteer at the Help House. You can go in regularly every week or just during the holidays when they need the extra help. During the holidays, the Help House creates holiday baskets for less fortunate families at Thanksgiving and Christmas. In addition to these baskets, they also have a wide assortment of foods available twice a month and supplies and produce available daily. This was posted by a reviewer who also said, "Couldn't get by without this wonderful place." I was able to interview Executive Director Jean Weeman, who told me a lot more about the North Whidbey Help House.
This organization actually started, there was a group down in Langley called Helping Hands, and they had set up through their thrift store down there a food bank called Good Cheer. And there was a group from the north end of the island here that was involved with that group, and they decided that we needed something like they had down on the south end. So they got some people together and formed a 501c3 and decided to make North Whidbey Help is our legal name. So we were chartered on July 7th of 1977. So our 40th anniversary is next July, and we're going to have a big shindig because it's quite an accomplishment. One of our bragging points is we have never had to shut our doors because we didn't have food. Many of you see them on TV, food banks that say we're struggling. Even Northwest Harvest, Salvation Army, those guys down in Seattle had said that their cupboards are pretty bare right now. We are so lucky to live in the community we live in. We were talking about the Fill the Bus campaign. I got 19,000 items from that. We have another company here in Oak Harbor called IDEX that just gave us 25,000 pounds of food. We had gotten to a point several years ago where it was pretty empty and it was looking pretty slim. And within 2 weeks, we had over 10,000 pounds of food in our warehouse. So, great community we live in. We get a lot of referrals from the Department of Social and Health Services, DSHS. But when they come in, we ask them to bring picture ID for anybody 18 or older in their house and proof of their current address. We cover, our area that we cover is from Deception Pass to the Green Bank store down in Green Bank. And then South Whidbey Good Cheer covers from there to Clinton. So we ask them to provide proof of address that they live in this area. We do have homeless, as you know, in the area. And if they are homeless, we just have them show us ID, and we have everybody fill out a one-page application form. Just basic questions and information that we can enter into our database. We do receive some funding from the state of Washington, so we have a database and have to send them statistics every month. How many people we've fed, how many are a certain age, all sorts of different things. We don't have income guidelines. We had talked about doing that, but because we are funded from the state with some of the money from the state, we would never be able to deviate out of those income guidelines. So we decided if somebody walks through the door, tells us they're hungry, we give them some food. We have people that work regular shifts. We're open Monday through Friday on a regular basis. This is just kind of our Christmas baskets are kind of a bonus, and we do Thanksgiving also. So people just come in and tell us they want to volunteer. If we have a spot, we usually do a morning shift and an afternoon shift. And they come in and either work at the front desk or they work in our food room and prepare food baskets to give people. We currently have active volunteers that show up every week, 8 to 10 people. During the holidays, we generally get about 900 hours of volunteer time from the base. from sailors on the base and just people walking in and saying we want to help and help us put out the Thanksgiving and Christmas food baskets. This year, our average has been about 545 families that have fed 1,350 people roughly. Every month we do that. That doesn't include our Thanksgiving and Christmas baskets. So we serve about 60 homeless a month. And they can come in, we call it a food basket. It's not really a basket, it's just groceries. It's a supplemental kind of emergency food, 3 or 4 day supply. We're kind of busy.
If you are or know a person or family in need in Oak Harbor, visit the North Whidbey Help House at the address in the description below. The business hours are also stated. There are food pantries all over the world. To find one near you, visit one of the websites in the description below. Their mission statement is to provide assistance to those in need in an impartial and dignified manner.